Hi friends and family and newcomers to my channel, which is pretty much just three other things on here right now. My name is Dee. I am currently a stay-at-home mom. I am formerly someone who worked in corporate for a long time. I've also been certified as a life coach and a holistic nutritionist, and I didn't do a whole lot in that realm because just really a lot came up within that time of my life. So I have decided that I want to also start sharing some other things with people. I'm here today to actually just talk about why I have decided to get the gastric sleeve. Oh my God. So, why have I decided to do this? I have been a plus size gal my entire life. It has been a journey, some good, some bad. It's all necessary. Everything is necessary. But I have struggled with my weight my entire life. I previously rocked the HCG program. It took me 5 years though to lose a little over 80 pounds. And it took a year or 2 years maybe to slowly gain it back. I was very diligent about following my maintenance protocol to the point of extreme obsession about every single thing that was in front of me and in my mouth, which I was currently having to eat to maintain weight of 200 and, well, I think my lowest was 207. So from 207 to 220 was my range that I felt really good in and comfortable in. I was in a size 12 pants. I was really fit because I, was working out, all of these things. But it took 1,200 calories, 1,500 max, and 50 net grams of carbs for me to maintain that weight after I lost all my weight using HCG. Maybe I'll make a whole other thing on that, sorry. First round lost 35 pounds, was really easy in some ways and hard in other ways. What I learned along my weight loss journey and why I'm bringing this up, HCG was a really good reset for me. And I'm looking down because I have some notes. HCG was a really good reset for my body and also my mind. Doing any kind of protocol like that, when you're doing it right and you're dosed right, you're not hungry. So you're not hungry, but your brain still wants to eat. And then you're in those social settings and your brain still wants to participate in those things. And you can't when you're doing HCG protocol because you are, you're doing it for a short round or a long round, which is 26 days or 40 days. You have to make the most of that because that's how much you're going to use the hormone for. And then you're going to enter your maintenance phase. So it makes things come to the surface mentally, physically, that you just may not have expected. The other thing that came up when I lost my weight was also, surprisingly, you think you're gonna have this body that you're in, and you're gonna look a certain way and you're gonna feel a certain way. And what I learned from my weight loss journey previously was that I still saw myself as that 280 pound person. I did not see myself as that 200 pound person. Now, long ago, I was up to 350 pounds. So I went from 350 pounds and learned how to eat healthy, learned how to stop a roller coaster of eating disorder, but I still didn't see myself any thinner when I lost all my weight. Yeah. I would hold my clothes up and be like, I can't fit in these jeans. I don't know how I'm gonna fit in these jeans. They must have shrunk too much in the wash. And I put them on. They fit fine. So I went through that. And then I basically became crippled and needed a hip replacement at 37 years old. I mean, my husband would have to like push my butt up the stairs at night because by the nighttime was just unbearable pain. After that, I had my miracle baby, who I never thought I'd have a baby. She was my 5th pregnancy and my only baby. Our last chance to try. I had all previous losses due to incompetent cervix, and then I had a few first trimester losses as well. I was on bed rest and I had contractions from 17 weeks on. So there we are again. You know, the physical stuff is completely gone. Eating habits were not great at that point because I, you know, couldn't do cooking and shopping and meal planning and all of these, you know, extremely at the time overwhelming, time-consuming things started adding up. So, you know, and then plus when I was pregnant, I was sick all the time. So, you know, it was whatever I could eat at that time, which honestly was, I ate a lot of fruit and I ate sherbet, my thing that felt good to eat. And I, you know, had Alara in the summertime. So, you know, that was just fine. Not the greatest diet, but when you're throwing everything up, other friends out there, you know, those of you who have had to deal with hypermesis, you understand. It goes way beyond just regular morning sickness. So, anyway, there are lots of reasons why I decided to get the gastric sleeve, but I just wanted to share a little bit about my journey and what has gotten me here. I had looked into weight loss surgery, gastric bypass, when I was maybe 21 years old, 290, 300 pounds, terrible eating habits, terrible self-esteem, big hot mess. So, you know, really super glad I didn't go through with it. I had a lot to learn and I had a big journey to go on. And that journey was everything kind of I just talked about in, you know, a crammed up nutshell, you know, to stick into this video as my first timer, big video, sharing myself, which is also a big step for me because I had a lot of issues around this before when I was trying to get started with life coaching. I was just terrified to put myself out there. I was super insecure being judged, and there were people around me that were judging me and wanting me to do things their way, which wasn't my way, and it felt very contradictory into the flow of things. So I am digressing again. Lots of little ideas of things to share with you though. So if any of this sounds like it resonates with you, you're interested in, you know, and please subscribe, like my video, add the little bell thingy, whatever that is, so that you can get alerted for when I add new content, because I think I am going to be sharing more and more of this. I feel like there are other people out there that can feel supported by the information that I have to share. So here I am trying to lose weight, and my techniques that I have done before have not worked as well. I, you know, am entering that hormone perimenopausal state. You know, I am limited with my physical stuff because though I feel a lot better after my hip in regards to I can walk now, whereas I could not basically walk before, I still have a lot of pain at the end of the day. It is hard for me to sit too long, and it's hard for me to stand too long. I am in chronic pain. I also have very bad arthritis in my back. I have carpal tunnel. I have a lot of issues, and basically all stemmed from, I was a passenger in a head-on collision when I was 16, and I went undiagnosed for a long time with non-union fractures in my pelvis and acetabulum. So as I'm aging and we, you know, lose cartilage as we get older and all these other things, it's just contributed to the degradation of my physical being and limited me to exercise and just kind of live fully as active as I want to be. That's why I'm doing the sleeve. Bottom line. Sorry for a super long explanation. I have had people ask me, you know, why am I doing this? And that's why. Not that it's anybody else's business, because guess what? My body is my own. So, you know, and that's something I have to really kind of embrace as well. This is my decision. I have gone through the whole process. I have researched the hell out of this. I really like my dietitian and my surgeon and the people that work there. I am going through the Weight Loss Institute of Arizona. So, you know, I meet with them monthly right now. So it's been good. I am nervous, and kind of that's why I started doing this as well, because as confident as I feel as this is what I need to be doing, and this is the next important step on my life journey, so that I can, you know, feel physically better, keep up with my daughter, and be around for my daughter and my husband, and feel good again, physically. I need to do this. But I'm nervous. I'm nervous as the time's drawing near. Now, in this lovely process, you have to go through things. So one of the things that I had to have done was have an EGD. And that's like where they put the scope in through your esophagus. And I have a hernia. A large hernia, according to them, which requires a separate surgery that I must have first. It has to happen in 2 weeks from now. A little nervous about it. I'm nervous for, I mean, you're always nervous when you undergo any kind of surgery, but I'm nervous that, God, you know, here I am. It's been so much the last 4 or 5 years, and here I am. I have to have, you know, one more on top of this elective surgery that I am hoping that really helps improve my life. So I don't know when I'm going to be able to have my gastric sleeve surgery yet, because I have to have my hernia surgery first. But my weight loss journey in the regards to this is kind of starting now. It's going to start, you know, right when I have that hernia surgery, because obviously you're going to be eating a little different. So, you know, there's always some anxiety around that. I have no desire to be something I'm not and super skinny and, or, you know, whatever. I'm comfortable being in my body, you know, around 200 pounds. I felt fit. I felt good. Still didn't like myself in the mirror. Still did not like myself in the mirror. Even though I worked out a ton at that time, you still have loose skin. The older we get, you know, we lose collagen, elastin. It's just part of the process. And there's, you know, some things you can do and some things you can't do. So I am not doing this for vanity reasons. I know that I'm going to have a lot of loose skin afterward. But that's not, you know, I have to get good with me and love the body that I'm in, because this is the one I'm in. And I have, really, for the most part, I am pretty comfortable with myself. I've reached that point in my life where I can look at myself and say, you know, I am beautiful today. And there was a time where all I did was tell myself in the mirror how much I hated myself. And I'm not there anymore. So I'm doing this because I'm tired of being in pain. Okay? I'm tired of it. I want to feel like I can move my body more. I want to be able to have some help in this weight loss journey, and having the gastric sleeve makes that possible and makes that easier. Why does that make that easier? They remove, I think, about 3/4 of your stomach. It's not the bypass, so nothing's rerouted, no intestines are rerouted and all that. That part of the stomach that's removed is going to help redo crazy stuff with your hormones. You're not going to be hungry. If you have ever tried to diet for more than a couple of months, especially a low-calorie diet, which I know, you know, oh my God, the dreaded low-calorie diet. Yeah, that's not for everyone. But for people that have been heavy their whole life and they have gone up and down the scale and they are weight loss resistant, like myself, the fact of the matter is I have to eat a very small amount of calories to actually lose weight. If I am eating over 1,500 calories a day, forget it, I am gaining weight. So, and that's, I mean, diligent, like every day. I fasted 2 days a week. And when I say I fasted, I mean, I would not eat anything until about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And that would be a meal replacement shake. And then when I would come home for dinner at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, I would have a no carbohydrate dinner. So like just some salad and some protein twice a week to maintain. It just got really hard with all the physical stuff that I mentioned before. So, you know, getting the sleeve is going to help me not be hungry. Not that I'm hungry that much anymore, but like I said, when I do eat, I'm still eating a serving size of food or more, and that's, or a little bit more than a serving size, you know. But people who know me know I do not overeat for the most part. So I've got the behavioral stuff down, which I think is important before you have weight loss surgery, and that's why I was talking all about this stuff and the HCG stuff, because I had to work on a lot of that stuff up here before anything else. I remember times dieting and crying because I'm smelling my sister making zucchini and onions and eggs and tortillas and avocado, and that was like my favorite breakfast meal. And smelling that and starting to cry because I could not eat it when I was HCG. And, you know, and it's funny now, but at the time it was like, oh my God, I want to eat that so bad, and I can't right now because I'm dieting and I cannot eat the extra calories and the extra tortilla and this and that. I know it sounds crazy, I know. So, you know, doing the sleeve is just kind of like that restart. You know, you eat very small amounts of food, very small. I mean, like 4 ounces is your belly. So, and you're full. And there's a whole process to eating, because you're starting with a baby stomach. So it's like liquids, just like you do with a baby, right? And then purees, and then like easy solids, and you know, it progresses. And it's several months before you learn what your body is going to tolerate. You typically don't have dumping syndrome, from what I understand, with the sleeve, because as you do like with the bypass, from what I've read and understand, because you know, they're not rerouting everything. So, you know, you can typically in the future be able to, you know, eat a sweet or something like that. So it's not forever, but and that's like, I have my sugar cravings, but it's not every day. And if I don't have them in the house, I don't typically think about them unless it's that time of the month. And then I want to eat all the semi-sweet chocolate chips in the world and my yogurt. So, but that's, you know, so I'm doing this for myself to feel better. I'm doing this for my family, mostly so I can keep up with my energetic little girl who needs her mama around and not walking around crippled like an old person. By the time they're, you know, I'm already 40, so I'm gonna be 42 this year, so we're gonna say by the time I'm 60, okay? And I just want to feel better, and I need help, and so I've reached out for that help. Doing these videos to kind of life coach myself in that way, and talk myself through it, and also share with other people, because the worst thing is feeling alone, feeling like you're the only one and you're crazy. And you know, sometimes we have people in our life who are not supportive, and some people that are abusively not supportive, and and that's a whole nother subject. But for people who are loving and they may not understand what's going on and why you're doing this, they're not in your body and they're not on your path, and they may not understand uno momento. So you just have to be good with you. Take the support where you can get it, and those who don't support you, just, you know, namaste. You know, here you are. I understand how you feel about it, but you're not in my body. You can try and explain why. If they don't understand, they don't understand. You got to do you, boo. You do you, and I'm doing me, and that's just how it is right now. So probably a little long for this first video, but I just wanted to share with why I'm doing the sleeve, where I come from, a little bit about my journey, and maybe I'll dig into some more of that, because there's lots of stuff there. And I know when I was going through all that, especially in my 20s, you can feel really alone from all that, and you're not alone. There's a lot of people out there, and you can't be scared about the people who are gonna like troll you, or, you know, fuck those people. Really, you know, you gotta kind of feel sorry for people that act like, you know, pick on people or bully people or belittle somebody. And just remember, everything's a mirror. So when somebody's doing that to you, it is not about you. It is about them. It's something they hate within themselves or they don't like in their lives. And that has to make them feel superior or in control in some way. And they got little baby brains, you know, they're just like that little, so, all right. But, that's it for now. And, I hope everybody enjoyed this. Remember to, if you enjoy this kind of content, remember to, again, like, subscribe, and hit that little bell so you get notifications as I add new content. And we will be seeing you later.